that that lurks in the dark. Come sing a song of winter. Rhyme of the Frost Maiden.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right.
You know, you can speak rock language and water. You can gurgle away. Or maybe if you watch the latest episode of Boba Fett, maybe you can speak Jawa.
Ooh. Now that'd be
No.
fun.
Primordial covers like all four of those, doesn't it? Whatever the specific fire, water, earth, and air ganassi languages are.
Primordial covers all of them.
Wait,
Think of it as primordial is the common of elemental languages.
sounds good to me.
Like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wait, there's a band.
Mm-hmm. You can totally talk to some really funky cats.
Right. So we saved a bunch of guys last week, and we were going to take some of the... Where were they? Baby Remoras or something?
Yeah, correct.
We're going to take him to a place and skin him, get someone to make us some crap out of it. I think that was the deal.
Yes. I am for this.
Skinning things, yay.
Right up Lara's alley.
I'm not too worried about stuff going off. I mean, if it's snowing on the page, that means we just pack it in some ice on the roof.
Oh, that's right. They were super valuable hides or some such, weren't they?
Well, we suggested that the team that had lost stuff could take it and, you know, they could make a little bit of cash on their way back. But it's not like we can drag 5 Remoras with us. It's just not feasible.
Oh, yes. The Magicianess will definitely support you. The commander's charity and generosity.
Very nice. I don't know if anyone's got stuff on the run, but if you're looking for a little bit of ambience and music, there's some general cold and Viking type stuff that I shall pop in the channel because, you know, big hairy people and angry seems to go hand in hand.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to be messing with putting the mic up and down to mute myself. I'm going to use Discord Smart to mute myself.
Why don't you... I just use Alt and Tab, like for push to talk.
Yeah, but if I forget to press Alt or the button to talk, and then everyone doesn't hear a word I say because...
Here's my advice to you. Keep your hand on your keyboard, don't take it off. Just you don't have to push
No,
the button.
but I snack.
You snack.
Yes, and you don't want to hear me eating when I'm snacking.
But
So if I put it on this way,
I don't
the
know,
background
Jess.
noise...
Maybe we do want to hear you eat.
oh my god, Wayne, that's a
That
weird
is a
kink.
new kind of kink.
Turn up your mic really
It's-
sensitive. Let's
it's-
do the ASMR eating thing.
Is that an apple and balsamic glaze?
It's not even the weirdest kink I've heard of this week.
Is
Oh,
that
this week,
croutons?
Jesus.
Is that croutons and anchovies?
Sounds like it. It's like
Oh,
a wet
gross.
snack.
I can do you one better. Do it on Twitch. ASMR mukbang. It's a lot of like sausage, cucumber, and banana.
Oh.
Like a... Nasty. Nasty.
Oh, God. Anyway, I'm here
Excellent.
and things are working. Hopefully.
All right. So I'll bring us on in. So look, Wayne had it down pat. So there was some young Remoras that you guys faced off against the last session to help out a passing caravan that basically did a 180. They were heading north, wasn't working out. They quickly about faced and decided to get the hell out of Dodge and almost didn't make it back. But thanks to you guys, they did. what I might do is just to kind of gauge for success for skinning Remoras. Maybe if we want to nominate someone to go ahead with like a survival role to see how successful you guys are in skinning a bunch of dead stuff, and from that we can ascertain, or if you wanted to share out a little bit for the caravan that's heading back and a little bit for yourselves as well. Do a bit of a split, but yeah, how do you guys want to have a look at it? Coming out of
first
the
of all,
back of that one.
Who's the best at survival? Who's really good at it?
I got a +5.
Oh, me too. Anybody else better? Anybody else better than that?
Nope.
So, why don't
Oh,
you
what
do
about-
Lara? I'll give you a hand,
Yay, advantage.
and someone can use some guidance to, like give us some insight.
What?
Do you have? Does
Oh,
anybody have guidance?
I lost my sticky note.
I have it.
Alright,
The sticky
so
note or guidance?
I've got your sticky note as well. So, wait.
That's why. That's why.
Alright, so if Lara does it, I help, and the magician is guidance.
Okay.
Let's
Uh,
get
what?
So what's guidance give me again?
A 1d4, but it won't be the magicianess doing anything. She just stands in proximity and gives you a smile, and you just hear like another voice in your head. Place the knife here to skin most efficiently.
He's giving you he's like reading off Google Notes or something.
Oh, I got a 4.
What?
What's the
Are we
notion on the
NPCing what?
screen?
Because it's got +8.
And,
Well,
Boom.
I'll
Advantage, roll again. There we go.
yeah. So I got a 25 with the thing.
That's a high
I went to
roll.
hit shift and didn't work.
You managed to pick every single one of them clean. That's a beautiful roll. Really high.
Ah. I do have experience from the dragon.
5 all up. So yeah, scaly things are not remarkably new to Lara. You know your way around the nomenclature. You know your way around the bits and pieces of a scaled being. So you're able to rather hastefully, maybe to the point of a couple of raised eyebrows coming from some of the hunters that have been escorting their friends back. But they're not one to ask questions, especially given the way that you just wiped out that entire battlefield. They're not gonna ask questions. But yes, extremely successful. So feel free to split the Remora's skins or the young Remora's skins any way you like with the caravan that's heading back towards Hundlestone.
wow, there's more than one way to cleanse a giant fire, snow, bug snake thing. I'm impressed.
Well, I couldn't have done it without that weird voice in my head.
This magicianess just looks concerned. Like, oh no, that's a joke, right?
The weird voice? Not as
Yeah.
much as I think. So how much do we want to give them?
Like I said,
How
we
much
can't
did
take.
we get?
Like, how much can we actually take in our small cart that's actually chocked to the brim anyway?
It is pretty slammed.
Consider.
So we just give them half and they'd be done with it.
Okay, somehow we are giving them 2.5 Remoras. Alright.
Cool. Let's
Done.
round it. We'll say you guys are keeping 3 and benevolently giving them 2 to head off.
Sounds fair.
I'm sure that's not how I spell it, but I'm putting it in the loot shop anyway.
We can turn it into something fancy later.
And they are mint condition because that was an exceptional roll.
Mint condition in box.
Ah, very good. Very good. A quick thank you to Carrot as well. That's handy. All right. So as the remainder of the caravan begins to kind of head back towards Hundlestone with their tail between their legs, but very happy to put the road behind them, if you remember, they tried to talk you guys into heading back with them, but they did their best. But it's time to move on. At this point, purely for the narrative as well, Weiss offers to escort them back as well. They're looking a bit shaken, and these are faces that she recognizes, well, two of the hunters that are escorting them anyway. So just to speed things along, she unhitches one of the axe beaks and kind of just mounts it single, and manages to kind of trot off and says, look, I won't be long. I just want to make sure that they get home safe. I'll get them there as soon as they get through the front gates. I'll turn back and I'll head post haste along this road and catch back up with you guys. She's traveled this road a lot, so she's probably quite apt at being able to keep low key and being able to kind of make that journey without too much of an issue. But yeah, purely for narrative's sake, she's on other duties for the rest of this session. So that'll bring us to basically what you guys want to do next. I know the magician has popped in there. Do you guys want to take a short rest to try and get a little bit of health back, revive yourselves a touch, or is it time to just hit the road and continue on?
Well, we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
3
yeah.
large
That's what it is.
skins, so we could get to and pinch tent against one of the walls here and get a little bit of cover and rest up.
It was more like if Sterling wanted a short rest for healing. If not, we can throw in a few cure wounds. And it's up to him, really.
I've still got my mass cure wounds for the day, which I could drop into him if needed.
So,
Very nice.
okay, I lost weight. You guys want to rest because of me?
Yes.
Yeah, asking
For
you.
some reason, the people in this party care about you.
I could just drop a bunch of cure wounds on you and sort you out.
How about I save the party's resources, and how about I spend some hit dice? How's that sound like?
If that is what you desire, we'll get to and shove you on a wagon and you can ride for a little bit.
But I'll also use the fighter's healing thing.
Second win.
Yeah, it's 1d10 plus 10 for me. Just roll a d2 now.
So we're gonna short rest?
Well, we're on a wagon, so someone can drive and I can rest. I'm assuming that'd be alright.
Yeah, call him if you got him.
And then, so is that it? We're gonna like rest as the wagon travels. I'm gonna rest for an hour. Like it's only an hour's worth of me not taking it easy.
Pretty much. It's just you taking it easy.
All
We're
right.
concerned about our tank's well-being.
Tank. Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. I will spend a couple of hit dice.
I'd like to short rest with Sterling as well. I can pull out a flask of spiced wine or something, pass it to him, warm it up with prestidigitation.
Nice.
And then I'll leaf through my journal and take a short rest and get some spell slots back.
Very good. So as the caravan moves off and the two kind of convoys part, yourselves heading north and them heading more towards the south, you do note that the daylight is beginning to fade and the light of a cleared sky is passing close to night. We're getting to that point where nightfall is coming, but looking ahead through the pass, in the distance against the white of the snow, you can see that there is darkness, unyielding and ominous. The road north is now becoming very quiet. There are no animal calls, there are no rustles in the trees, there is no bird song, just the whistle of freezing wind in the pass. So at a glance, there's probably a couple more hours until you reach the darkness. There isn't a lot of space to camp, so you've made a good choice, I think, heading forward the way that you are. And the wind is also beginning to become quite relentless here as well. Let's pull up this map so you guys can see what's going on. And I'll pull you over here as well. Bear with me for just a sec. If my mouse would catch up, that would be great. Okay, here we go. That should populate for us in just a sec. Alright, for anyone that's following on the map, we're getting very, very close, kind of around this point here on the 10 trail, that we're getting real close to the darkness that is kind of shrouding this, the entirety of Icewind Dale. So as we're traveling and as... Oh, actually, let's get an idea of who's actually manning the, or who's taking the reins.
I assume
I'll give it a go. I've only got +3 and no proficiency, but
In what?
animal handling.
Animal handling.
I've got
no.
nothing as far as like vehicle proficiencies.
I've got proficiency in land vehicles as a
You're
tour
resting
guide.
though, aren't you?
That was an hour. How many hours is it? Is it not been an hour?
We'll say an hour has passed. An hour has passed. It's becoming...
Alright, you can probably drive.
Actually, if you want, if it's a learning experience for you, go ahead.
A learning experience for all of us if it goes wrong, but okay.
Well, if you roll a 1, you get to re-roll, don't you?
Yep. Let me just... I had to do a quick restart. I managed to freeze my laptop. Cat, fuck off.
It's the cat again.
Difference.
Like, I just pulled my burger out that I was out getting the reason I was late. Cut it in half, put it on the table, and then she just jumped up to have a look.
She's presenting
Yeah.
again, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She likes you.
Lucky she's cute. Alright, skills.
Oh, be right back. Yeah.
Animal handling. Alright, there we go. So, in that roll, I'm going to use one of my portents to roll a 13. We'll make that a 16.
Okay, fair enough. You'll notice when you're taking the reins and driving the axe beaks forward, Big One Down hasn't made much of an effect. It hasn't really kind of slowed you down too much. But the more unnerving nature of the pass as we get closer to that kind of barrier of darkness, you do note that some of them are becoming a bit skittish and kind of not heeding to call quite as well as they have previously. But with your roll, that's enough. It's more than enough to keep them on the narrow. But it's at this point, I'm actually going to get... who's sitting up with, I'd say Sterling and... Sterling and Karen.
Sterling was Sterling.
Up on the... so like at the front of the...
Yep, Sterling would definitely be there. Hand
Excellent.
crossbow, keeping lookout for shit.
Excellent. Want to go ahead and roll me a perception, or if you want to give one of you advantage to have a look around.
Well, I don't know, I'm really good at perception. Who's really good?
Perception.
Yes.
Do I have
9.
I have a
You're better than me,
no,
go ahead.
I've got a +4. You're better.
Sorry, anyone better than a 9?
No.
No elven eyes? Alright. Is anyone giving me a hand at having a look?
Yes, Sterling is.
Alright. Let's see if I can get this right. Hey!
Hey, she's in her element. Beautiful. All right. So as the caravan makes its way closer towards that brink, it's almost like there's an innate nature that Lara can pick up on in this area, like whispers or the hint of something, but elusive, begins to unnerve you. You feel like you're being watched.
Oh no.
How would you like to proceed? Would you like to kind of crack on, or pause up, or play it cool, or is it what would you like to do?
Is there anyone we can send off to sort of like... Oh, wait, no, that would be me. That can stealthily move forward to see if they can
Do you tell
see
us
any
this?
foe. Huh?
Do you tell us this?
Lara sits upright in the seat and says, "Something's not quite right. There's someone out there watching us."
I can go forward and have a look if you want.
I can turn one of you invisible.
Ooh.
I've got disadvantage to stealth. I was just gonna be bait.
So,
I
we're traveling on the road, right? We're still traveling.
Still traveling.
And we feel that something's watching us.
Yes.
I have advantage on stealth. What happens if I get made invisible?
Super advantage. Roll 3 dice.
I don't know how to do that.
So, yeah, like, why don't you, if you... But what's the plan? You get out, like we travel along, you get off you get out of the car, and then, what do you call it? You just concentrically circle around us? Like, what's... Do we have
It's
any...
So with my amazing roll, did I be able to sense where someone would be watching from? Like, is it up high? Is it ahead? Is it behind?
Hard to pin. You feel like it's on one side, then it's on the other, then it's in front, then it's behind. Very conflicting.
Does anybody have a flying familiar?
Or a magic broom?
I think that was the caller, and no.
Or a magic broom?
No.
I do.
Kaylin?
If you want to wait for 11 minutes.
Thought Kaylin had a
I
magic
do
broom.
not have. No.
Yeah,
I would
I can
like
cast
one.
Find Familiar as a ritual.
Why haven't you cast it already?
Because I didn't remember I had that spell. If I'm being honest.
Because, like, once you cast it, it's not like your familiar goes away. It's there the whole time. It doesn't go away between seconds. It doesn't have a duration, if you know what I mean.
No, it doesn't matter. I just assumed the 1 hour was also the duration.
No. Unless, is this the actual spell Find Familiar, or is it some other weird thing?
Yeah, it's the actual spell, but I've only got it as a ritual.
Well, the skills in Find Familiar are relevant. Well, yeah, well, you might as well cast it whilst, just go back to the thing, cast it. And since we're already traveling, can you get can you cast invisibility on this familiar? And it can fly around and look around?
Well, I was driving the cart though.
Okay, I'll drive the cart, you cast Find Familiar. Someone gets the familiar invisible. And then once we actually know what we're looking for, then Lara can stealth up and greet it.
Alright, sounds fair. I'll go ritual cast Find Familiar for an hour.
Does anybody have any other better ideas? That's just an idea. It's not.
We don't have. I technically do have Find Familiar, so I probably would have. You probably would have a familiar already.
Very good. Okay.
We could double. Okay. We could double familiar. Carrot.
Yeah, why not?
So, I mean, we're traveling slow. We'll just slow down a little bit more. They can cast Find Familiars, or they can get their familiars out. Someone can maybe upcast invisibility. Get those things to fly around invisibly. Familiars. Owls are very good at looking for shit.
Yeah, when Magicianess pops out her owl, it's like a snowy owl but with black patches, and I like to think that all the black patches are like spades and club shaped, but then like the owl's eyes have like a heart and a diamond in them.
Nice.
Mine is not that creative. It's just a white owl.
Alright, so
Classic.
that's the plan. We're gonna have invisible familiars flying around, doing concentric circles, looking for whatever is watching us. It's probably someone else's familiar also flying around.
All right. So once I'm just pulling up some stuff. Once the ritual begins for Find Familiar for Carrot, straight away the Magicianess is able to conjure her owl very, very quickly. No issues with that in any way, shape or form. But as soon as the rite begins for Carrot, I'm going to move us to another map. Bear with me for just a sec. Boop. Which one was it? Oh, I can't believe that didn't save. Let's try this one. Sorry, my screen's taking its sweet time to load up. Yep, that's the one. Okay. All our tokens will be towards the bottom of the map.
Oh. Oh no. Is anyone else's really fuzzy?
It's probably just
There we go.
two.
It's darkness. It's darkness.
Scroll down, man.
No, I've got it. I'm just saying the screen, there must be a light thing on the map.
That's correct, yeah. I'll just pop Weiss aside for a bit.
Just zoom out, see if I can see if anything's coming through.
Mine loaded fine.
Mine took a moment, but my internet's been dodgy all day.
All good. I'll give it a few moments. Also, lets me prep a touch.
So, who's watched episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett?
I've watched 0 episodes.
Right, well,
Nick.
there'll
Go ahead.
be a test next week.
Oh,
No.
I've been binging Archive 81. I'm on a horror binge.
Been watching the regular show.
No, you gotta watch Boba Fett.
Has anyone seen Vox Machina yet?
Yes. I binged
Worth
the
watching?
first 3 episodes this morning.
What's it
It was
on?
good.
Prime.
I'll watch it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out later, yeah. Oh, well, tomorrow. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's on the whole banner. I can't believe I missed it.
Okay, I think...
It looks good quality. They got the Castlevania budget.
Ooh.
As long as it's not the Transylvania budget.
You know, the Legend of Vox Machina, amazing.
Alright, I'll have to give it a go.
Alright, here we go. So as Carrot begins the ritual, it's almost like on cue that you hear a very kind of odd, mournful, baying yowl that starts kind of carrying on the wind. It's almost wolf-like, but something seems off about it. It definitely doesn't sound natural or normal. I'm going to get everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me. DC is 13.
What stat? Wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom, yeah.
Oh.
Is this a
I
spell?
have drawn my dagger.
It's not a spell.
Indomitable.
It's
I
not
have
come
them here.
through yet. My thing is really slow. And I don't know what
Is
it's
it?
doing. Oh, mine has come through. Oh damn.
Came through as a 3. Okay, so Sterling used Indomitable to change an 11 to an 18. So, yep, 13 is the DC. So, unfortunately, only one fails. So, Kalen, for all intensive purposes, you're frightened.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
What do you mean, unfortunately, only
Frightened's
one
not a
failed?
charm, just
Pretty good thing.
It'll be at this point that you definitely know that that sound has come from the north. That is absolute. So it is also around about now that I am going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if this API works. This is going to be great.
ah, my brother's
Click
on a
on
server
token.
again. Everything's slow.
Oh, it won't let me click my token? Oh, no, it does.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
Yeah. Frightened sucks.
It's fine. You're a ranged fighter, so you don't have to go closer to them. To other, you know.
It could be worse. I once got frightened, sickened, and something else. It was amazing.
Yep. And then I went out on the date.
Don't talk to me about dates.
Oh no. That's not a good caveat.
Oh, it's bad time with the succubus.
Is
Oh
this
boy.
in character or is this in real life?
This is in Pathfinder. We almost had a DPK.
Oh shit.
Did you say a DPK?
DPK. Oh my god.
It still sounded like you said DPK. Why do you keep saying that? What's the K stand for?
Oh shit. Can you pop me in there, or do I have to roll again?
No,
Hell,
roll for it and pop your original in.
I
22's
don't know
good.
what the DP is.
Do a Google search, but don't use your work computer.
Oh no.
On.
Okay, can I get this thing to roll? Come on. Do your thing, initiative.
Are you guys moving on to the cart? Because I'm assuming you're on the cart.
Sure, I'm on the back of the cart.
I
I'm
can't
going
even
to
see the cart.
hop on the cart.
It's literally 3 feet from you. Like, Matt, what are you
Now I
actually
can.
doing?
Oh, because my thing was over here.
How far is your vision on your token?
Ooh.
About 30 feet.
Okay.
Maybe less, actually.
I think you've got anyone who doesn't. Oh my god, my API is working. Fuck off.
I've got 20 feet.
Well, it says it's now my turn, and then it says pot.
Are we recording this?
Yes, we are.
What's pot mean?
Okay, so pot or EOT doesn't matter. EOT is basically to move on to the next, and POT would be to pass, but there are other things that we're not using, so that's all good. It's just the same as the other API that we had, where we can hit a button to basically say, hey, my turn's finished, we can move to the next one. Also, when it's your turn, it's hard to see because of the horse and carriage stuff, but Sterling's got like a little orange rune around him, which is showing that it's his turn.
Jess, can you move your token onto the cart?
It's really slow. That's taking forever to load.
Do you want to move your token?
I'm gonna make my brother get on his game. There we go.
Okay, so it's my turn and I have nothing to do. Is that correct?
You can hear that howl coming from the north, but we're basically getting to nightfall now. It's dark ahead. You know that there's that darkness ahead as well. So unless you want to take like defensive action, hold an action, up to you. But yeah, at the moment you can't actually see your aggressor, or you can't see the thing that is the source of that howl.
All the lights, because I'm holding a knife for disruption, I should be able to see the bright light for 20 feet and dim for an extra 20.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll add that on for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, fuck, that's handy.
Wait, are these lights set to our individual stats?
They are. So this is your vision is pertinent to you.
Oh,
That's
no.
why I could see nothing. Like,
Some of us have goggles at night, huh?
That's right. So Sterling and Lara have got goggles of night, whereas Carrot and the Magicianess are a bit short-changed at the moment when it comes to vision.
It's okay.
Well,
I can see almost to the edge of the map, so I can tell you if
Since my
something's
mic-
coming.
since my mace is getting light, though, the magician has to be able to see like where I am.
You're now emitting a bright light, so hopefully people will be able to see that from Carrot as well.
Yeah. So if I move over, Isaac,
Beg your pardon?
if I move over here, does your vision change to the right?
You just got a little glow around you, like it's really small.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Cool. Awesome. That's
But
cool.
yeah, it's 10 foot wide. So.
Alright, there's nothing I can really do, so I'm going to pull out my hand crossbow and I will hold an attack and I will shoot the first thing that I think is aggressive towards us.
Perfect.
I don't think I have any. Like, I mean, I could use authority dice or superiority dice, but I don't know what I would use it for right this very second.
Kaelin's not in the turn order.
I forgot to click my token. Hold on. It might have been because everything's running slow for me, and when I clicked it, it didn't work.
That's all right.
That again.
If you'd like to roll it in there. What did you roll originally? 3. Oh, no, that was your save.
11. Let me freaking scroll. I'm going to make my brother get off his game in a second.
Yeah, but you do have a disadvantage because of being frightened, because it's an ability
Yep.
check.
Yeah, but I rolled 11 at disadvantage, so
Okay.
I'm just fixing that now.
Alright, so that's me. I'm
I should
holding
have
my
done
turn. I assume I'm clicking EOT.
Yeah, go for it. See if it works. Fingers crossed. Yay, it worked.
You know, you couldn't be on there.
Okay, Magicianess. What would you like to do?
Yeah, fucking psycho.
How's it? There?
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's there.
I will send my little owl friend to scout around as well.
I will need a something.
Because I cannot see anything.
That's a good point.
I haven't summoned my owl yet, have I?
Not yet.
Oh,
Unless you wanna
that's
keep-
true. You know what? As an action, I can use the light cantrip, can't I?
Yeah.
So I will do that.
Can you
I-
put light on my bolt?
What?
Can you cast light on the bolt on my hand crossbow that I'm about to shoot?
Oh, a flare. I like it. Certainly, Commander. I will,
Think of it as a tracer round.
Yes, exactly. I will cast light on it. And it will have 20-foot radius bright and 20-foot radius dim.
Okay. Let's find something I can use as a token.
You can
Look, it's
pull an
probably
owl
not-
out.
It's probably not going to look like an owl, but hey. Oh, no, wait, I got some stuff. There's one.
Do you
Excellent.
need an owl?
I've got one. Boop.
Oh, there you go.
Alright.
It's got like dark vision, doesn't it? Owls can see pretty reasonably good.
Yeah, I think it can. And it can... Remind me, does it relay the information back to you?
So it yeah, they can talk within 100 feet or so. Not only that though, Isaac, if he wants to, can see through the actual eyes of the owl.
Ooh, very good.
Within a certain...
That's why I was asking if I'd managed to summon mine or not.
Let's do it like this. Magicianess. Dynamic vision is on. It has definitely, and it's pretty huge with its night vision, isn't it? What, about 120?
Yep.
So it's got dark vision of 120, a passive perception of 15, plus 5 on perception, stealth plus 4, and it's got a flying speed of 60. And it
Excellent.
also
Well, I
has
can tell.
It also has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight or hearing.
Nice. Okay, Isaac, by any chance, do you think you can see through that little owl now?
Oh yes, yeah, it's exposed. Everything
Fantastic.
is great.
Fantastic. All right, so as he's conjured and kind of he's bamfed into existence, you want to send him forward?
Yes.
Okay, full 120.
I'll send him 100 feet forward.
Okay.
Okay.
That's about there-ish. Okay, let's see if I can. It's a bit of an estimation, but he pops about. So he's kind of flying and trying to keep as camouflaged as possible in the snow. Does that update your vision for you of what you can see ahead?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Oh, I will whisper. I see them. About 200 feet ahead or so. Some shapes in the darkness. And that'll be it for me.
Excellent. Oh, just as an idea, how high up is the owl flying as well?
Oh, good question. I would say maybe at least maybe 90 feet up.
Oh wow. Okay. Sure. Okay.
I mean, as long as he can see the ground still, it's fine. So he can relay. Yeah.
If he's 90 feet up, wouldn't he only be able to see like 30 feet, like a 30-foot circle of the ground?
That's true.
It's got 120-foot dark vision.
Yeah, he can see out horizontally 120 feet, but he can still see us on the ground 90 feet away.
Yeah, but if he's 90 feet in the air and he can see an 120-foot sphere,
Yes.
it's going to mean he can see about 30 feet around on the ground.
Using maths, aren't you?
Oh.
Maths doesn't work in this game. Don't bring it in here.
Like, that's the whole point of spheres.
Say he's like 50 feet, so he's still got a good spread.
Oh, okay. So, all right, 60 feet then. I see what you mean.
Perfect.
Is that right, or do I need to be lower?
That's right. So he's going to be able to see for about 60 feet in every direction, like on the ground.
Yeah.
Go maths.
I mean, I've seen a YouTube video that proves that all spheres are cubes anyway. So. Yeah. Right. So it's basically, yeah. The point is, we have vision.
Excellent.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, someone dropped.
Matt.
Oh, bugger.
Just said she's having mic problems as well.
Oh no.
No, I'm here.
No, she's there.
Matt's fully disappeared.
Oh dear.
Just don't interrupt. It's saying Jess has. I'm kidding. My mic has dropped. Don't throw facts in our face. Nobody likes that. It's like
That was
maths.
ages ago
Facts
I
on
said
maths.
that.
No. If it's on my phone now, it must be now.
I'm just going to move this a little bit because I'm curious to see if... Yeah, the rune it's gone around the magicianess. That's fantastic. Sorry, that's just me.
Whoa, someone
being-
teleported the cart and we all
Yeah.
fall to the...
Everyone falls down.
No,
Okay,
that would be a
awesome.
cool spell. So we-
Wait, is this? Sorry, this is our cart, or is it the massive dwarven centurion cart?
Correct, yes.
It's the mega cart.
The latter. Yes, it's the mega cart. It's there just for representation at the moment.
It's
Oh,
the TARDIS
shit.
cart. It's the TARDIS cart.
Yes. Okay. So I tell whoever's driving this cart that if we keep going, there's going to be enemies on either side of the road, 200 feet ahead. So.
Well, we don't have to keep going forward. We can stop.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I see Isaac's done.
Yeah. So I'm going to use this little thing. Okay, so that brings us to the thing that comes next. Before I forget, let me change the map on this side for those that might want to watch this later. So there's the Magicianess's owl as this renders, the cart, and the rest of the party that are sitting on there. And maybe if Sai watches this back later, he'll see the rune that I'm getting all excited about eventually. Okay. This thing. Hey, that works. Okay.
I can't see, and so I'm afraid.
I can't see it. I, at 120 foot, can't see it. There's a reason Kaylin's afraid.
You'll see it soon enough. Okay, so that is going to be... Oh, no, I'm going to have to go longer. Let's go... Okay, to that stump.
Just to let me know when it comes into my vision range.
I'd say you can probably see it now. Can you...
Nope.
See
Yep.
that? Oh, Jesus.
Yep, I can.
50. Oh,
I can see that.
He's just outside of Sterling's, so Sterling hasn't got eyes on this thing just yet. But
This is the edge of my vision, just
yeah,
about
it's
there.
just outside. Literally, you can almost make out an odd blur in the darkness, but nothing to really grab onto concretely. But I would say that at this point, Kaylin would... Can you see at that point, Kaylin?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I can see just beyond the owl, so yeah.
Gotcha. So
What?
Kaylin can see
Drow.
what looks
Drow can see
like
far.
a very large hunting dog, but it's very dark, almost wispy, like a smoke seems to almost kind of trail behind it. Not kind of like glowing red eyes or anything to give it away in the darkness. This thing looks like it's built for a fair amount of stealth. Okay, that's going to be his move. He used a dash to get to where he needs to be. Okay, this is something else altogether. This will be interesting. What's the AC of an owl?
13, I think.
Worse, 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, but is this thing within its within its range? If that makes any sense.
It's within range. Oh yeah. That's a 13 for
It's got 1 hit
13
point.
points of damage.
Gambit!
Literally just like here through the senses of the owl, you just kind of hear this sharp hissing and then just the impact of what you can imagine would be an arrow, and it's lights out for our little owl friend. We'll remember him fondly.
Magicianess is just stunned, and then then a bit of red static crackles on her fingers. I'm going to fucking kill them all!
No. Okay.
Even I'm scared now.
It
I've just seen the Magicianist go nuts. It's pretty fucking scary.
It is actually legit scary.
Her and a crazy chest.
Box.
We don't actually know about that, so
Look, I've seen Magicianist go, do some crazy shit, and she's never been angry. Now she's.
What do you mean you don't know about? We can see it plain as day. It's there.
What are you talking about?
A chest.
we don't know it misted somebody though.
What
We know
Do
she
what
has a
now?
chest she's got.
What I'm trying to say is we've seen the Magicianist do some crazy shit, and she was not angry at the time. Now she's angry, so it's time to be fucking scared.
What I'm hearing is she's done craziest shit that you and I missed out on.
Okay.
Anyway, what's happening?
Okay, I've just checked the range, and this is headed towards.
Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
This is headed towards Carrot.
That's unfortunate.
It's a longbow attack for a 22.
Yeah, no, doesn't hear that.
Yeah, my AC is 22.
22. God damn it. Meets it, beats it. That's a grand total of 11 points of damage. But can I get you to make a dex save for me? DC is 14. Damn it. So literally, out of the darkness, this arrow just kind of zips in and thunks into the meat of your chest, just finding a point between the armor joins. And as you kind of look down and go, fuck, shit, I've just been hit. As you look down, you notice that the arrow itself seems to be made out of like a fleshy material. As it's sitting there rigid,
Gross.
it starts to shift and turn and almost become like a small snaky entity and begins to burrow into your skin, doing an extra 6 points of piercing damage. So that's a grand total of 17. And it's still burrowing
Well, that
in.
hurt.
You can make another dex save when it's your turn. So that's going to come up real soon.
17, so that's what's 58.
Yep. And then one is going to come towards Sterling as well. But that's going to be at disadvantage because you have got your cloak on. That's going to be 11. That is not going to hit. And then Sterling kind of cottoning on at without too much fuss, kind of ducking and taking cover as another one just kind of zips and hammers into the wood behind him. That's going to end that one's turn. That brings us to Lara.
I can't see a gosh darn thing, can I?
Ain't it a
We can
bitch?
Sorry, what was that, Sterling?
Grab my bolt out of my bow.
You what?
My bolt out of my hand crossbow. Grab my bolt.
Just see, like,
Why?
Sterling shaking his hand crossbow at crotch height, saying, "Grab my bolt."
Because there's a light spell on it. Go forward, find some cover, shoot whoever it is, and then we can find it, and then we actually have a target.
Okay,
Trace around.
I will. That is definitely a little different, but can I do that?
You can do it. Absolutely. Hey, it's inventive and it's teamwork. I like it.
I have so many weapons, this is insane. Okay. I guess oh no, it's no use trying to move sneakily because they've really seen us. So
There's plenty of cover, there's trees, there's
There
stuff.
is a lot
I've-
of cover.
You can definitely get off safe.
free action, I guess, to grab that, and so going around the side. Okay, so one. Alright. I can move 30 feet. 1, 2. Oh god. I had to zoom in too much. Aiming for the tree over there. Why is there a thingy on me?
So that is my snazzy little API. So that's just a token to let you know it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still can't see anything, so I'm going to... So I've done movement. I'm going to use a bonus action to dash. Again, so that's another 30 feet.
Nice.
Taking
Finding
cover over
some
there.
cover between just like around a fallen log, which is going to work very nicely.
I still can't see anything. This is not good.
No, just shoot where you think it is. And then it'll
Alrighties, I would like to shoot this way. Basically, I want to shoot in the direction that the arrow came that got Carrot.
Okay.
I would have at least seen the direction it came from.
It kind of went
Oh, yeah,
north-ish.
Sticking out of my chest, just like follow that as a line.
Follow the
Alright, line of sight would like to shoot my crossbow.
Roll with disadvantage.
Alrighties. And this is... Alright, is disadvantage is control.
That's cool. That's really cool. Okay.
That's scary.
So
Once you get hit.
it's on target with where the attacker was, but the attacker moved, which is relatively tricky, but I'm going to give you a light source. Let me...
It's basically a 40-foot radius. Yeah.
Nice. Where's my lights gone? I've got lights here.
I'm really scared about what's about to light up.
Why? Because the music is kicked in?
No, because there's stuff I can actually already see.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so 40 foot. Okay,
Well,
this'll
at
do.
least you don't have anything burrowing into your chest.
That is a plus.
And you're fine.
Does anyone have any fire spells?
Maybe.
Cool. You want to firebolt my chest next round?
Let's see if that... Hey, there we go. There's like a bullseye lamp. Damn it, I didn't realise that would only do that. But is that shining some light on everyone? Can you see a couple of things now?
So
I
I
can see
down this straight
one,
line, down this straight
two.
line,
Yep.
and then like a weird trapezoid down here.
there.
Isn't it meant to be a radius, not a cone?
It is, but it's just the way that this thing is configured. I'll say it's hit a tree, so it's just kind of shining out from the point that it's smacked into the tree.
Okay, so I can see this great
Here.
big... Yes, I
This
can
is-
see all the area Matt's outlining.
What I
Nice.
can see
It's
here.
really opened up the darkness, which is excellent.
Oh god, help me. Alright, I believe I have one shot left.
You did
'Cause
dash
I
to
have
get there,
two-
though.
Huh?
You dashed to get to the spot that you're at now?
That's a bonus action.
Oh yeah, that's right, sorry.
So
Great,
I
thanks.
have 2 attacks per action. I used 1 to shoot. I have moved. I have dashed. Do I still have one shot?
You've still got one shot. Rogue things. Bonus action dash.
Alrighties. And to that ugly ass looking thing there,
Nice.
I shall shoot away. Yeah, that's the right one. This won't be as good. Yep, no. 13 to
goes
try and...
wide. You kind of fire at it and you see it kind of look in your direction, but the bolt hitting the downed tree that's next to it doesn't seem to be... a little rushed, maybe.
Yep, okay.
I would like to let my reaction go off now.
Yeah, go for it, because you can see now. Absolutely.
So as she like nicked my bolt, I was loading another one. So I will then shoot the dude that I can see. I can see 2, but I'll shoot this one here because I can
Nice.
see better.
Oh yeah, 28 hits.
And then I'm gonna use something. What do we got?
Is Wayne really quiet for anybody else?
Yeah.
He's really dead quiet.
Yeah, I had to turn his volume up.
Yeah, I had to choose something on my. I had problems with my AL game, so I've had to turn my my boost off on my mic.
Oh well, I can hear you a little better now.
What
I
about
enhanced
now?
you.
Am I better?
Yes.
Alright, well, I will do a. What is it?
I just had something start in the background, like right as the light was coming on, that sounded like boss music. I thought Cam had kicked it in.
Jesus.
I'll do a menacing
I
attack.
thought that's why Jess was saying she's worried.
Alright.
I will do a
is-
menacing. Alright, it's gonna make a wisdom saving throw DC 17.
Ooh, I
And
don't
it can take an
think
extra.
it's too good. Oh no, it does not. Manage to...
Sorry.
Oh, no, 14.
I do.
Nope.
I do apologize. It's actually armor class 18, not 28. I forgot I hit the wrong button.
Oh, 18? No, that's fine. That hits.
Alright, so it should, it should be 15, 25, 25 plus 7, so it should be 32 points of damage.
Cool.
And it fails its saving throw, so now it is frightened.
Okay, let me take... Let's use... that. Okay. Frightened of Sterling. Excellent. And as the bolt fires through, you see that it hits mass, but the bolt passes through it. You literally see, like, now that the light is kind of illuminating, you see it kind of almost kind of poof out as it kind of passes through the body of this lupine looking thing.
Just to remember, my bolt's infused with a little bit of forced magic.
Yep, it certainly is. Correct.
That was my reaction, so you're back onto whatever you're going.
Yep. I think that brings us back over to one of these guys.
I sent a cheeky DM.
Oh,
Hold on. Did we just go to Sterling? Because I haven't actually had a shot yet.
where's Carrot gone?
My reaction, I was holding my attack.
Yeah, sorry, Carrot's a bit
Oh,
further
yes.
down. He's coming.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I did think that was quick. Back to my turn after Sterling, but jeez.
That's awesome.
I was going to say, hang on, I've missed my turn.
Nobody's missed their turn.
No.
Erling's just well prepared.
Sterling's just special.
Well,
We know this.
We knew
I
that a
didn't have
while
anything-
ago.
I didn't have anything to attack. I had to hold my action, which means instead of me getting my 3 attacks, I just get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
It's okay. We love you.
Okay. Another one of these things seems to be kind of closing in more towards Lara's direction now. We're over to Caleb.
Okay. Which one of these things am I frightened of?
You are frightened of the one that is frightened of Sterling.
Ah, okay. Well then, I am going to... Sorry, I'm double checking my spell levels. When my page will load, I am going to hex this goodest little boy.
Okay, the goodest little boy.
He's a puppy, even if he's an evil puppy.
It's about to be a sock puppet.
Yeah. And I am going to, because I'm not at disadvantage.
Yep, correct. You're not at disadvantage. Oh, have we lost?
And
Oh, no, there she
use
is.
my 2 attacks. Sorry, no, my brother's playing his natural 20 on one of them.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
playing his game and he's hosting a server, so my internet's really slow. So it's
Gotcha.
taking a while to come through.
Gotcha. Now it's come through.
And on one of those hits, if I can come back, I am going to use my last charge of the day of the Raven's Wing.
Yep. Excellent. Okay, so you're going to pump in a psychic / fearing ability with it.
Yep. So 1d10,
Nice.
and he needs to make a DC of 15.
Yep, wisdom, wasn't it?
Yes, and I need to roll 1 more d6 for my other head. So that's a total of
Rolls a 16.
3, 17, plus 15 is 27, plus 5 is
I gotcha.
32, plus 10, 42, plus 5, 47 total damage.
Excellent. Okay, it's now that you
Um,
notice the same
and that's my-
thing. Yeah, it's now that you notice the same thing as Sterling. As you kind of stand up on the back of the cart and you loose, your aim is precise, critically precise. But you note that your arrows seem to pass through the body of this thing, but you still see kind of the smoke that kind of builds up the body of this thing kind of puff out and move as the arrows go through. Let's see, he got a 16 for his wisdom. What was the save again, sorry?
15.
15. Okay, so he makes it. He is not. He is not
Yeah.
feared, unfortunately.
Is that because because it's immune to magical attacks or non-magical
Who knows?
weapons?
Who knows?
I was gonna say because mine's a magical.
It is correct.
Okay.
All right. Next one. And again, these guys are just going to cover ground. But when they close in, okay, and that's his move. There's one more of them. Oops. Forward 5. Okay, now we're over to Carrot. So you see another 2 of them beginning to lope in. They're starting to close in. Looks like around Lara.
Of course.
Where's Lara?
She's taken a bit of cover near a downed tree.
It's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to use an emboldening bond and hit these 4.
Oh.
Which, can I find it? So basically, once per turn, each of you can add a d4 to any roll, attack, ability, or saving throw.
It's like bless, basically.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
nice. Hey, that's epic. Do you want to do anything with your movement?
I'm gonna move up here.
Okay, nice. Literally just
I
kind
think-
of breaking off and running through the legs of the axe beaks and taking point.
And I think that's me. Lay on hands is a bonus action. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon as well.
You can attack straight away with it.
And I can cast it 60 feet away. Excellent. Has any of these been hit yet?
Some of them have, yes. And the ones that have been hit are this one and this one.
Great. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon here. I wish that was a brighter color.
Hang on, let me grab your token. Hang on. Tokens. Come back here. This one. And it is... It's Conjuration, I believe.
And
That's not the one.
little higher damage increase by 1d8.
Hey, where's my guy gone? I did have one. Alright, I'll just find something to use for the time being. It's holy. Let's throw something holy in there and make it smaller. Okay. I shall give you control. Carrot.
Nope.
Okay. You have a glowing ball that is whatever weapon you decide to turn it into.
Sweet, just a big hammer.
Nice. What was the... It does radiant damage, doesn't it?
Force.
Force.
Force. Okay, cool. Excellent. Go ahead and roll.
And I'll cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
So I get an extra 1d8 on that.
Yeah, nice. Good call.
But I can find my... There we are. Let's mark off that spell. Because I think it default casts as max under my actions.
Hey.
Oh no, 1d8 plus 3. Cool.
Cam, when you have a chance, can you go back into Roll20, not today, and just enable character imports?
Yeah, sure. That's easy.
Fuck. Does a 10?
Damn, doesn't hit. Literally see it.
I'm going to use my other portent to make that a 19.
Okay, 19 hits. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll and/or just kind of click the damage. Nice.
So it's an 11 because I cast higher, 18 force.
Nice. So you literally see as the spiritual weapon starts kind of hammering in on it, it does not like it. As soon as it smashes into the side, unlike the bolts that have passed through it previously, as this swings, you can see it impact. It's almost like the smokiness of its body solidifies for a second and takes the brunt, literally kind of smacking it back and bouncing it off the down stump that's behind it. And some of the snow kind of pittering off as it seems to become a bit more corporeal when it gets hit with that one. Nicely done.
Does it stay corporeal, or is it kind of...
No, it still has that... Yeah, it still filters back and still has that kind of smokiness about it.
Cool, that's me.
Okay. Let's see. Over to this little son of a bitch. I'm gonna need a map. Okay, just to there. So all of these guys are just trying to make legway at the moment. So another one of them. So 5 all up at the moment that are kind of closing rank, which is going to bring us back to Sterling.
So just quickly,
Yeah,
I forgot, because I'm 6th level as well, on top of that emboldening bond, this one applies to for Sterling, Galen, Magicianess, and myself.
Thanks.
Are you okay, man?
Yep,
Choking.
no, I'm good. Just choking, that's fine.
But quietly.
Alright, that brings us back to Sterling, who's now got vision and range.
And he's going to stand in front of the frickin' halfling.
Uh-oh. He is a
Which one
cheeky
looks
boy.
Which one looks more injured? This one or
Yeah.
this one?
The one that just got hit with the spiritual weapon, he definitely seems more injured than the other.
Right. That's the one I'm aiming for, then the one that looks more injured. So you're saying it's this one, right?
Yes, correct.
Well, let's do this. Armor class 17.
That'll hit.
Can take 28 points of damage, including 8 of that is force. So,
Nice.
and a magical weapon. Let's hit this dickhead again. That's a natural one. Yay!
You can re-roll that because you're within 30 feet of me.
Oh, love it.
Nice. It's so good.
Oh, fuck off!
Unlucky.
Oh, wow.
Snake
Just had a
eyes.
D40 or +8 there. Just
Cam, if you're fudging my rolls, I'm not happy about it.
So, I'll just lean off the key that fudges rolls. Hang on. Okay, we're good.
No! Keep on it! It gave me good ones.
Alright, so that was my second attack. Here is my bonus action attack.
Here we go.
Armor class 26.
That hits. That hits.
I will do another menacing attack.
He's already scared of you.
Oh, well, never mind then. And then I will, fuck it, I'll action surge and let's just do this again.
Okay.
I'll add an extra D4 to that. Let's see what it is.
Very good.
So that would be an armor class of 15. How's that look?
hits. That hits.
Alright, so it can take the 23 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I will shoot it once more.
Okay.
So 15 I know was a hit already, but if I can slide
That
the... I mean, it's a
hits.
hit. Yeah.
That hits.
And it can take 27 points of damage. And then I will use a superiority dice called maneuvering attack, and I'll give I'll say to Lara, move. You can use your reaction to move half your speed somewhere else that is not going to, and it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, whilst I'll do an extra a D10 points of damage.
Wait, so I can do that now? Move now?
Yes, now.
1,
If-
2,
in fact-
3, 4, 5, 6. Back in the tree.
So take take an extra 5 points of damage. I forgot I do D10s now, no longer
yes,
D8s.
You definitely do. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, you can see it's the same thing. Like, you can see that the bolts are passing through its body, but you can see now that the flicker of the force infusement that's going through seems to still be doing damage. It's still doing damage, but these don't seem to be falling like you'd expect them to. I'll bring us over to the Magicianess, unless you want to do something with your movement.
Well, I've moved already.
Oh,
I haven't got it. There's no thing for me to click on. Or oh, it's still up at the top.
Oh,
Okay,
that's all
sure.
right. I can click it across. That's all good. When
No, I
it
never
gets a
saw it
little-
either.
It gets a little lost. Okay, Magician S is up.
She will crawl to the front of the caravan. Let me just do a quick measure, sorry. She looks like she wants to. Her hands crackle and she looks like she wants to cast like a fireball right into them. But seeing the two boys in the front, she sort of, she scowls to herself and thinks better of it. And finally. and throws her head to the sky and screams something in an unknown language, and her eyes blaze red. And there's just this like sound of shattering glass as what can only be described as a crimson tear in reality slowly like breaks open in the sky. And with a great shriek, this massive dark vulture-like thing swoops down into the middle of these three wolves as she summons a Vrock.
Right, do I still have him?
It's just a Clydesdale-sized vulture man.
Damn it, I'm sure I had one of these from one of our
You did, yeah.
sessions. Jeez, where did it end up? Damn it. You know what, I'm just going to use...
You guys hear me?
Yeah, can hear you now. So it's a large... Yes, it's a wolf, but hey.
Hello.
Then she looks back at her drow companion and says, "Chrissy gave me a pointer." Assuming it technically should roll its own initiative, but if you're happy for it to go immediately after me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's much easier.
Okay, in that case, it will swoop down and then emit this awful banshee wail. And the three wolves around it have to make a DC 14 con save or be stunned until the end of its next turn,
Ooh,
as it uses Stunning Screech.
excellent. I'm just going to give you... Excellent. So it is 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Excellent. So as the Varrock kind of rears back and belts out the the stunning kind of wail, takes no effect on any of them. You literally see the kind of smoky ambience just kind of vibrate with the screech. It seems to do not have an effect.
Alright. And then she will sort of curse and then go prone, like just sort of, peeking over the edge of the caravan, not wanting to catch an arrow.
Awesome. Okay, she goes prone. I'll just quickly pop a thing on her so I know. Let's say... Oh gosh, anything. Just that, just to remind me. Excellent. Anything else you want to do with your movement, or just sitting tight with trying to kind of take cover on top of the carriage?
She will go prone and sit tight. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to grab some rock stats while I'm here. 15. Just so. Okay, there it goes. Ooh, 104. It's got some beefy hit points. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That'll do. Bare bones for now. Brings us over to. Okay, one of these things. What's it gonna do? It's scared of Sterling, so it's gonna close in on the Vrock. Is the Vrock hovering at the moment?
It came down to within 20 feet of them. So yeah.
No worries.
No worries.
It's still 20 feet up off the ground, but it's this point that you see this kind of smoky lupine form seems to not really care about the fact that it's flying. It kind of levitates and flies upwards towards it to engage. It is going to go ahead and what does it do? Okay, just the one. It's going to go ahead and make a bite attack. Which is going to be a crit.
Which is going to be a crit. Is it a magical attack?
That's a good question. Ooh, okay. It only does. It is not a magical attack.
Nice.
So it's 17 points. It would be 17 points piercing. The psychic doesn't kind of apply in this case. So I'm guessing he takes half of that.
Do you want me to roll for his attacks, or how do you want to do this?
That's okay. I'll mark it off. Varrock. Oh, it's got magic resistance. That's right. Okay, all good. No, I got it. I got him.
Nice.
All right, so the thing just kind of leeches up and just kind of grabs hold, rips into the side, but it only gets a single attack. Nice. Okay.
What just happened?
Oh, okay. So there is a Varrock, although I did have an icon for one, but for now I'm just using, unfortunately, a werewolf-looking thing. It tried a stunning screech, but didn't affect any of the three that it was targeting. And then one of the kind of lupine-looking things is kind of flown upwards towards the Varrock and has taken a bite out of it.
How high was that leap of it?
It's hovering in the air, so it's kind of come off the ground and it's in flight, engaged with the Varrock now.
Okay, so it's a flying spirity thing. It's not on the ground.
It's got a flight speed, so yeah, correct.
Apparently so.
All right, that's the end of his turn. That brings us to this one that's back here, which isn't one bit enjoying the light. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Cool. Oh, no, I shouldn't have closed it. Damn it. It doesn't care for that light at all. You literally see it kind of... it's humanoid in shape that's been illuminated by the light. As it looks over its shoulder, it just bamfs. You see it kind of bamf in a little cloud of smoke. Very Nightcrawler-esque. If its sheet will hurry up, that would be awesome. Where to, though? That is the next question. Oh, damn. Doesn't really have too much of a choice. Okay, so for all intensive purposes, it's gone. It just bamfs. I'm just going to pop it here. But it's now in another undisclosed location, and it is going to go ahead and attack.
So it did some sort of bonus action Misty Step.
Correct, yes. Oh yeah, well, it doesn't really have a choice. It's got to go for Sterling. Okay, it's going to take 2 for Sterling, and 1's going to come Lara's way. Let's see.
Where is Lara?
I'm up a tree.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't see her at all.
Okay, first 2 are going to be at disadvantage.
Back
So
there.
this is a longbow attack, and that's going to be a 13, which is not going to hit. Longbow again towards 16, which isn't going to hit either. And then 1 is going to go in the direction of Lara for a 12, which also isn't going to hit. Okay. Well, at least it's hidden, I guess. Okay, but more of these kind of snake-looking arrows kind of sleeking through the air. But it brings us back to Lara's.
Okay. Okay. So out of all these, it would be this gentleman here who's looking the most annoyed.
Most hurt? Yep, sorry, just to confirm, this one here is looking a bit red around the
I'm
edges.
looking at the little rings. Yeah.
Yeah,
They got a little bit of discoloration to them. Okay, so I shall have a go at that guy.
okay.
Let's see how we go. Oh, 12.
12 is
You
not
can-
enough.
Whoa, hold a sec. First of all, you got an extra D4 from the. Oh no, you haven't. But you do have precision attack. Should you want to use it?
It's precision attack.
Oh my god, look
And
your stuff up.
I'm looking at my stuff. No, I can't use it anyway because I didn't take a rest and I don't have any more superiority die. So, Wayne. But thank you for reminding me about them.
I mean, you don't have any more.
I didn't take a short rest, alright? 17.
But 17 will hit, yes.
Yes, to that darling gentleman there. The necrotic damage is on, not the sneak.
Yes.
So that'll be 21 plus 4.
Cool. Same thing, you notice that the bolt kind of flies on through, but the necrotic energy seems to kind of take hold of some of its form as it ripples through. It is looking really not good.
Okay, and
Cam, does it look like our bolts aren't doing actual damage at all, or is it just not doing as much as we think it should do? Or none of the above?
It is, I'd say it's more the latter. It's like the bolts are doing a bit of damage, but they're still passing through the body. So it seems like the magical infusion that you guys have in your bolts is doing some damage. It's just not doing as much as what you'd be anticipating.
Resistance to magical damage, that's cool. Okay, no worries, carry on.
okay, I'm going to shoot it again as my last turn.
Right.
Yep, that's the right one. 21 to hit. 17 plus 3.
Yeah. So finally, you start to see a result. The final bolt kind of rippling through its body, but the necrotic energy kind of sparking off it. It's gone. It just kind of dissipates into like the smokiness of it just kind of evaporates into the air. One of them is down.
Oh, thank God.
Alrighties. I believe that is the end of my turn.
Okay. There's one not too far away from you too. Alright. This one. This one rears back its head and emits another one of those howls, a massive bay into the air. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me. DC is 13. Carrot's good. Oh, Caitlin just slips in there.
Oh no, what was it?
Got a big roll. That's awesome.
13 is the DC.
Oh no.
Oh, Lara is.
Oh.
You get to re-roll that, don't you?
Where are you?
I'm in the tree.
No.
Fudge.
I don't know, like, if I If I reach my hand out.
Oh,
Lara
Jesus.
has picked up the frightened status.
Great.
Where is wolf number 5? Is it? I see the one dead one and the other 3. Where's the 5th one?
It damped out of
1, 2, 3, 4,
sight.
5. There's one that's down towards Lara. Well, closer towards Lara.
Can you see this ping over here?
Yeah,
That's where one is. That's where one of them is.
great.
Okay, so it's going to do that and then move to here. Okay, and that will end that one's turn. Magicianess passes as well. Excellent. So just the one, just Lara. We're back to Kaylin. Kaylin, you no longer have that fear status on you anymore.
Nope. Awesome. So, Kaylin is going to use her movement to go here. And she's going to use her bonus action to manifest her echo.
Okay.
Um,
Echo around.
15, so just here, he'll manifest. But then he's going to be going, she's going to make him move up to this wolf here.
Okay, let me grab your echo for you. Come back. Hang on, we'll just plonk it and you can move it. There we go. You should be able to move your echo.
No?
Okay, that's annoying. Let's change that. Done. You should be able to move it now.
Find me. How many attacks does it end up being if I use my action surge and unleash incarnation in the same attack again?
It is. Okay, try and remember. So, 2 attacks, action surge equals 4, plus unleash incantation equals 8.
8. Okay. Okay. I always read that it might be C from that unleash incantation, but that's so. My 4 from me are going to be with actions are with my Raven's Wing. And does the 4 from my Echo, even though it's right in front of it, because the Echo's read as melee, does it come from the Raven's Wing, or do I have to do it as like a dagger or strike from the Echo?
Look, she can still fire off her bow. She is point blank with one of them, so look, up to you if you want to do melee or if you wanted to shoot at one that wasn't kind of point blank with it. Or you, oh no, you don't have sharpshooter yet. Yeah.
It's just
However you wanna do
when you read unleash, whenever I read unleash thingy-mabobby, it says it has to be melee.
It does say melee, but I'm happy to. You're a ranged character now, so I'm happy to change that to ranged.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have moved her closer. I would have just had it at 15 foot then.
Yeah, all good.
So that's 8 from my Raven's Wing. Okay. I
Yep, all are good so far. All are hits.
8.
Excellent. All are hits.
Okay, all
are
hits. One of them's crit. So none of these have my hex blade or the my hex. The
Oh yeah.
extra one on, so it's only
Which one's got your hex again?
this guy up here.
That's right. Why did he lose his thing? Let's put that back on.
7.
Nice.
Eight.
Okay. And you're
Okay,
concentrating
so
these on that one that you've got hexed?
yes.
Excellent.
So I'll need to do the hex in just a second. So hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I haven't on it. There it is. I can't see. So 10, 24,
All
34,
good. I can
40,
see the hex
43, 43, um, 52,
Awesome. Already gotcha. Already gotcha.
56.
So again, you literally lit off this full-facade of arrows between you and your echo, possibly something that Sterling's not seen before. But again, as these all have pinpoint precision, the arrows are zipping through the kind of smoky ambience of this thing's body. But there is still damage that is definitely going on.
Is it dead yet?
It is not.
Or okay, so sorry, I was at 52. No, I was at the 6th one. So I was at Hold on, I'm just going to use a calculator. I've lost track.
Go for it. Go for it.
Shush.
The Hexblade curse stuff was also rolling when you went through with your damage as well, so it's already in there.
Oh, it's not hex. It's not hexblade curse. Is the
Oh, gotcha.
is a
So
different.
it's just straight hex.
It uses the same roll.
Yeah.
It uses a d6 though. So what's the difference?
Same.
Oh, I'll use that then. Okay.
Yep, easy done.
So just waiting for the calculator. So. Which one's the hex? 6.
Last number.
No. Yeah, 6. Okay. If I wanted to be quick, I would
34.
just do.
34 hex damage.
I haven't even finished the other calculations yet. 60. 6. 15.
If you roll in D&D Beyond, it adds all the dice for you.
Shoot it down. On the last one, plus 6. 129 damage.
That's huge.
Dear God.
Just remember, as each of your arrows was absolutely on target, you see the arrows kind of zipping through the body and kind of sticking into the snow behind the hound that you were going after. There is still damage that comes on through, but just like the other bolts, not the damage you'd expect.
Okay, just mechanically,
And
is that
it's
just
still
half
up.
damage, or what are we talking about here? Like,
Something different going on.
alright. Because we
Is it
want to, like,
still up?
if we're using our extra abilities, is it worth it? If we're seeing that it has no effect, that's what I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because me doing that is my major ability. So it's still, even if it was doing half damage, that's still 64 damage.
Still worthwhile.
But is it still up?
It's still up.
That's my thingy anyway.
As a quick hint, things that seem to have a resistance, some other materials can often be more damaging than others.
Over.
What has it displayed towards magic? Has anyone really done magic to it?
It didn't like force.
Hmm.
My arrows are magical.
But it doesn't.
I guess the thing we're assuming that magical weapons do, like nothing has resistance to magical weapons, but in this case it seems to either be totally ineffectual or it has some sort of resistance. And then only the residual aspects, like I think mine does force damage and does necrotic damage. That still has an effect. But we're not sure what's going on with the main bit of damage. Like we're not understanding that yet.
I could still do Eldritch Blast and it might still have no effect.
I think Eldritch Blast would be fully effectual. We know force damage by itself works completely.
Oh, okay.
The bits of the puzzle are coming together.
I've gotten lost.
I mean, that's why I expected my arrows to do all of the damage, but anyway, I'm just saying that, we know force damage is pretty good. We know the other normal the bonuses we have for certain damage types are working, but we're not entirely sure what's going with the main damage types. It may not be worth me, for example, using Sharpshooter if my regular damage does nothing. That's the part I'm not seeing yet. Anyway.
I mean, any other monster, I would have killed him with that.
Correct.
Yes. No, it's very impressive. And you set up a blockade, so yes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. It might be worth using some area effect damaging spells, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else are you doing? Alan, you done?
That was my turn. I couldn't do anything else.
Okay. Brings us back to another one of these elusive little buggers. This one. It is. Okay, it's going to break forward a little bit, but it's going to do what the previous one did before. It is going to let out another one of those howls. Cyril, this is going to be
that the frightened one? Is that the frightened one? No,
this one's hexed. The frightened one is dead.
And then, did it move out of the Brock's threat square?
No, no attack of opportunity. It was just outside of.
Alas, the rock only has 5 foot.
Look, okay, cool. Alright.
I know, I was checking.
It bays.
So it's just a wisdom save, DC 13, so it's not a hard one to get over, but Lara's already sitting in feared territory, so don't need to roll.
Everybody who's not you gets a saving throw.
Of course.
Wait, don't you have that emboldening bond and whatnot from Carrot?
Everybody gets a but Lara.
Because I'm too far away and done something to annoy people.
Plus it's only 1d4, so I don't know if that's gonna bump him high enough.
No, I failed. So these things can keep. So once we fail, sorry, we're not immune to them when we actually pass it. Only it's they can do it as often as we.
There's 4 of them.
So it is it's
or
an
5 of them.
ability. So yeah, there's still a bunch of them there.
They're frightful bastards.
Yep. Okay, I failed.
Okay. So we just got one fail. Cast fail. Magician is through, and I'm guessing just Caitlin as well. A wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Yeah.
Damn, she's back to feared.
You can roll the 1d4 on that.
Oh, I did.
Oh, yeah.
See if a 10 passes.
Nice, 13, dude.
Is it 13? No, you're screwed.
So even with the... But
So, do we get a saving throw at the end of our turn, or
You
is it
do,
once you're feared? That's
absolutely.
it.
No, you get a saving throw. Actually,
Cool.
Okay, no worries. Yes, at the end of your throw, at the end of your go, you get to make your save. Okay. Jesus, that brings us back to this one.
Kaylin's main. To be fair, Kaylin's main attack just looked like it did nothing to whoop, so I'm gonna
Just
be
go
a
to
bit
Eldritch.
scared.
Go back to Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh damn! This one's gonna get into range of Lara.
No.
And it
I'm
is
up a tree.
Going to
Tree.
try
Up
and make
a tree.
bite
They can-
attack.
they can
it's no
They can
good.
fly.
They can fly. Yeah. But a
Fudge you
14,
guys.
not enough. So Lara managing to keep enough of the tree between herself and this thing as it tries to break in. Not effective. No chance. Brings us back to Carrot.
What's going on with that arrow in my chest?
Oh yeah, sorry. We'll say you passed the dex save because I forgot to get you to roll it on your last shot. So you managed to.
I've only
grab
had
hold
one
of it.
shot.
Oh, you've only had one shot. Okay, well make a dex save roll for me. Your DC, I think, is not
4.
too high. Oh shit!
Like,
That's a low roll.
would a 10 beat it?
No, it's 14.
Oh, well, that's not going to worry then.
Damn it.
Which of these? Okay, first off, what happens to me?
Okay, 2d6 of damage, which is nothing too crazy. Where's my dice gone? Get that out of the way. D6, 2. Oh, that rolled to me. Look, it's just 5 points of damage. Nothing huge.
Go. Now, which of these three is looking worst?
Okay, out of these, the one that Kaylin has
How's that?
hexed is definitely looking the worst at the moment.
Awesome. I'm going to move up to it.
You've still got
I'm gonna
spiritual
hit it
weapon
with-
as well, somewhere.
Yeah, it's floating around under the body over here.
Oh. Move that out of the way.
Sweet. Alrighty. Now I'm going to try and hit this one with my mace.
Okay. It's a whiff. Literally, this one's managing to kind of rear back before it manages to get a hit.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm going to move this one up. Where's my... 15.
15 will hit. 15 will
And-
definitely hit.
So 4 plus 1d8. So it's 10 force.
Nice. Very nice.
Cool, that's me.
Excellent. 10. Alright, so same effect. You can see this thing's looking bad now. You can see that the impact just kind of smashes into it and solidifies for that moment. Does a good bit of damage. Really nice bit of damage. This one. Alright, can it finally make range? Yes, it can. Alright, it's going to close in on Sterling, but still disadvantage. Will it let me do disadvantage? Yes, it will. Shit, we'll still roll a
Hits.
19. And he's
Wait,
fuming.
I make the sign of the horn. I do silvery barbs. Roll again.
Okay, roll again.
Who gets advantage?
Well, let's see what happens first.
No, that's an 11 this
Whoa.
time. That's an 11. That was lucky because that would have done 25, 6, 28 points of damage in total. So that's nice. As it kind of reaches forward, looks like it's going to grab hold of Sterling, but that little intervention of fate, almost like reversing the timeline for a second, it does not connect. We're back to Sterling.
Alright, I think I have this figured.
Oh,
I don't have silver.
As this hound lunges towards you, it rears back and snarls at Sterling. There is something about Sterling that it doesn't like.
Oh.
Maybe.
He has it affecting people.
Right. So I'm going to pull out my adamantine coated silver rapier that I've had.
Uh-huh.
I'll see how much it likes that. Also, unfortunately I can't go after this one because I'd leave the threat square the one in front of me, but I will attack this one. Armor class 24.
That hits.
So it does 11 points of damage. I'm assuming the whole thing, like if adamantine silver coated rapiers don't work, then nothing works.
That's it. As it cuts in, you see this thing takes the full brunt. It solidifies and it rears back. You literally see like this splatter of dark ichor kind of hit the ground and then evaporate into smoke. But it did not like that one bit.
Alright, I'm gonna hit it again. 11, hold a sec, let's add a d4 to that from the Bolting Bond. 15.
Cool.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Sneaks in there.
Take another 10 points of damage from my rapier.
Nice. Same effect. You see it reel back, taking the full brunt of that hit.
Out of my one of my pockets, I'll pull out a bolt package and I'll throw it at in Lara's direction. It's a package of silver bolts. So that's it. I'm done.
Ooh,
You have
okay.
a pack of silver bolts.
Yes.
Awesome.
Boy Scout.
As he throws them, let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, what's the distance? It's a good 35 feet. Let's roll athletics or... heck, because your deck's acrobatics, make it DC 16 to make the throw.
They're both as good. Like I get a +9 on athletics and a
Hey,
+9
nice.
on acrobatics. So
Either.
Wow.
17, add an extra d4.
That sneaks in, set it at
21.
16. That's perfect.
Oh.
So literally, Sterling just hurling the quiver of bolts, and Lara able to snap it in the air, and that knowing nod. It's like, this should work.
And I'm assuming they perfectly fit into my bow. My crossbow.
Always.
Yes, we
That's
use
a
NATO
universal.
rounds. Yeah, we as long as you're a member of NATO or whatever, SATO, then it'll work.
NATO?
Alright. Nod.
Never
Sterling's, I don't know.
Sterling's Sato, yeah.
Sterling's Atlantic Treaty Organization. I don't know.
Alright, we've got
Done.
Alpine.
the Magicianess and Havrok.
Sterling's Alpine trading.
I was gonna say Hillary something.
Actually, yeah, that wouldn't be off as well. Okay, she will hop off the carriage and move 30 feet because she needs to see something.
Awesome. She's up, she's out of prone.
Okay. Oh, great. Perfect. Let me see. The third one is in here somewhere, right?
It's weird you can't see him. It's literally here.
No, I can see this one, and I can see this one, and I can see that one. Is there another one?
No, there's one that's dead.
No, you can't see this one. Can you see
Yeah,
this one?
that's fine. No, I can't see that one.
What?
That's so weird.
That's weird.
Which is fine, because all I need to do is see the echo and see Kaylin and such.
I'd say, look, there's
so-
definitely one here. That's really weird that you can't see it.
I'm probably off by like one square. Hang on, let me just. Oh yeah, I still can't see it.
Oh,
So-
because, damn it, humans and vision. Damn it,
Yes, that's right.
gotta get you some goggles.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I could have cast light on myself, but you know, the bolt was up there. I
Both came in
will.
handy.
It's true. Ooh. She would just walk up to Kaylin, see Lara, look at the boys there, the wolves closing on everyone, and her eyes would just glow red, and she goes, I've had quite enough. and just, Scarlet Witch, red lightning everywhere, hits
Oh, no.
all four wolves.
The launch activation is in for the nuke.
Yeah. You killed my owl!
You motherfuckers.
I will change that to lightning damage, just in case that. Because I have to pick lightning or thunder.
You
to
do,
work.
yes.
So they all have to make DC 18 deck saves.
Right. This one first. That's an 18. Damn.
Which one is?
It's the first one. I'm just going from here, kind of sequentially through.
I'll do Sylvie Bob, so he has to roll again.
Okay, go reaction.
Reaction. I'm like, no.
Just remember,
did you-
Isaac, you're supposed to give someone an advantage on other things, though.
Yeah.
What?
In these two parts, you give them disadvantage and you transfer advantage over to somebody else.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I'll give the advantage to you from before, and I'll give it to Lara as well. So yeah.
I'm gonna get an advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, so that
Thank you.
turns into a fail for the second one. That's a 10, that's a fail. For the third one. And the fourth one. 7 and 15. We're all fails.
Yay! With a bit of intervention, 60 thunder damage to all of them, and advantage to the Art, Sterling, and Lara.
Excellent. So, describe the scene of chaos as you take out the entirety of these things.
Pew pew.
We still have one arsehole to kill. And you still have a rock, don't you?
Oh yes.
Jesus, what did you cast?
Level 5 fireball maximized.
Oh, right.
And transmute
Was
it
it-
over to lightning damage as well.
Yeah. Was it careful, or am I rolling a saving throw?
No, evoker. So if I see you, I can be careful and not.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Which is why I had to move in to see everybody, or the two girls would have been, hit by it as well.
We've got healing spells.
Oh, Jesus.
That
This is the
was
one
huge.
person who's actually taken big damage.
Yeah, and then telepathically I send to my Vrock, find that archer and tear him apart.
So the rock has got a good 60 foot of flight. Let's quickly measure that out. So at least coming past that point. Up to here, and with its vision, can't see a goddamn thing.
Well, can it double move?
It can
Look for
double.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, it can actually. It can totally double move. So it kind of
Yeah,
shoots off under command
Yeah.
and is looking hard for this thing. It is absolutely scrying, but not finding anything.
that's fine. He's got 120 feet telepathy, so the moment he finds anything, he can just, fly back, let me know.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, that's out. Brings us to that one. Look, that brings us out of combat.
Ugh.
I didn't even get to hit anything.
As soon as she gets hold of the silver quiver, she's like, God damn it. Okay.
Can I
Just
pocket
hang on
them?
to them.
Yeah.
Just hang on them. If we stop at town, I'll buy some new ones. I've had them since like the very beginning. Well, quite a long time.
I'm.
I think it's
I'm gonna-
before. That's why I got my rapier adamantide and silvered on the off chance. This is before I had a magical weapon. So
That's it.
I don't think I did that.
Always handy to have. I hit with Radiant Force, so I'm not too worried about it.
Radiant Force are nice. You guys are heading into a very monster-heavy territory. Silver is going to be a good thing to have. A very good thing to have. And that was the case with this one. Magic and or silver was the key. The idea was that it would be a moving puzzle with a bit of pressure. No one was really in
Nice.
danger of dying, but it was just good to keep status in mind.
Would
I
radiance
think what's-
have worked?
I think what confused us is that technically when you use a magical weapon, your bolt becomes magical. That's what I think we got confused.
Technically,
so that's
correct,
Yeah.
yes, but also if I do that, there is going to be nothing resistant to you guys ever.
Oh, we understand. Yeah. I guess we were thinking it was resistant, but we were then thinking maybe it's immune. I don't know. It felt like it was immune.
It was. So this was just a play on what's called a Yeth Hound. So it got homebrewed a bit. And these things are
Uberhound.
assholes. These things are assholes in their own right. Literally that combo of fear, and when they bite, they do extra damage to something that's feared. It's horrible.
Ow. Oh, nasty.
But
That's fair
thankfully,
enough.
Only one attack. Thankfully, only one attack.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have to pull out my arrows from my crossbow and do something with them because most my raven's winged arrows aren't actual arrows. They're
That's right.
ethereal. So it's not like I can dip them in silver. I mean, I have a whole bunch of
Ethereal
ball
should be
bearings
good.
if you want to melt.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't
I mean,
stop you from grabbing some quivers that you might want to use in those circumstances. So you don't have to pull back on an ethereal arrow every time. So if you wanted to use something that was a
Yeah.
bit specialized, you can go for it.
All right, when we get to the
So
next
that's what I'm
time,
thinking of. Yeah, 'cause I have arrows for my crossbow, but not, and I had longbow arrows as well. So
Yeah,
I've got ball bearings as well, so I can melt them down.
that could be fun.
But
Oh yeah.
I'll
Sorry,
just have to remember to use the actual arrows instead of the ethereal arrows.
That's it.
when we get to the next town, we'll purchase some silver arrows. We'll make some or something.
Very
just pulled it up.
nice.
Yeah. Damage immunity from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks not made with silvered weapons.
But
No,
the
I understand,
original-
it's-
the original Yeth Hound gets hit by magical stuff.
These are Icewind Dale Yethans. So
Right, yeah.
They're specials. Anyway,
I misread
Yes.
that as like they still get the magical resistance as well.
let's. These things actually leave corpses.
No, they poof out in smoke. There's nothing to them.
So I didn't catch that last bit. Did we kill the archer or did the archer run?
Archer
He
hasn't
ran.
been found, and you're out of combat, so it'd be safe to assume that the archer ran. I'm gonna share it with you anyway because it's a homebrew, and I think it's pretty interesting. So, in these
Makes
areas,
sense.
Weiss would probably be aware of Eladrin, so more kind of Fey orientated elves that kind of roam around and usually of a snowy disposition. But there's also like another side to the Eladrin called the Rail Fan, more of a void entity than anything else. Hence why it had the gnarly arrows kind of attached to it. But
Yeah, can I pull that out of my chest?
you can pull that out of your chest now if you really want to. Or you just keep it in there.
Yeah.
Just keep it in
Can
there.
we keep it? Just give them a once over. Besides the fact that the arrow did extra damage, there's no longer lasting effect, right?
No, so literally as this thing's hit him, it's burrowed into him. So he's been making dex saves to kind of grab hold of it and pull it out. Now that you're out of combat, you're able to do so quite easily. You can focus on it and kind of grab the thing and pull it out. And it's literally kind of wiggling until it just kind of dies and flops onto the ground. Pretty gross.
Do we, besides trying to do dex saves to grab this thing out, like if we put a bit of fire to it, would it let go and die? Or you know what I mean? Like, is there a more direct way of getting it to stop? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so playing with it and seeing how it reacts to different elements, fire seems to be pretty normal. You do note that as it drops into the snow, it seems to be, well, for want of a better word, resistant to cold.
Because there would be a few of these snakes lying around that mist, right? So we grab a couple of them and just have a go at seeing what we could.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a couple of them that
Oh.
are stuck into the caravan.
So if I use silver on it, what does it do?
Silver doesn't react.
Just
it doesn't
so-
have the same reaction as what it had on the hounds.
Okay, so it's not Fey.
No,
How durable does it seem now that it's dead?
not
Like,
very.
it's still pretty sturdy?
Not very. It seems to be atrophying pretty quickly now that it's no longer kind of like a weapon.
Okay, because I was going to save it and use it as a weapon. Just like a low damage slap.
Say hello to my little snake. But no, look,
All right, then.
came out the other side of that one. Look, it was there to test, and it was a frustrating one, and it was designed to be frustrating as well. But just means, hey, we've got some other materials to think of when we hit the next town. All right.
So when we hit town, we're gonna get some weird arrows and weird bolts. We'll get like silver, cold iron, whatever, adamantine if we got it.
Nice.
Okay.
Are you guys continuing on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody back on the bus.
Back on the bus.
Boss, what happened to the rest of the security detail on this thing? Why is it always up to us?
You literally see like two of the dwarves still huddled inside the caravan. It's like, we're merchants. I'm not picking a fight with any of this shit. Just get me there and I'll give you whatever I can.
Yeah, they were keeping the snakes out.
Is anybody damaged besides me?
Emotionally, yeah.
That's standard.
There was something they did not like about me. What do we think that was?
Your sunny disposition.
Fuck off. I mean, no, seriously.
Um,
I can't think of anything that would,
Are you carrying anything?
yeah, carrying lots of things.
Are you carrying anything they might have liked? Like, you haven't picked up any, cursed or magical or weird objects recently?
I go to you, no, but it doesn't sound very truthful.
Look at Sterling suspiciously.
Well,
Alright,
both of you know that Sterling's carrying a deck of many things that he
I was-
doesn't allow anybody to touch.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I don't know if
about
it's
that.
that.
Carrot doesn't.
I know, like you two would know, but no one else would know because that's just like a nuclear item.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be a
I
weird thing
get
for them
that's
to
the
focus on.
reason.
I mean, I don't know if they could sense that. That just seems weird. I mean, my items are just for the most part normal.
Maybe they just didn't like that you managed to hit one of them with fear.
Mm. What do you think, Magicianess? You seeing anything weird when you look at me? Besides all the burns, cuts, and
Just
General
the rest of you.
handsomeness.
he's not handsome. I'll give you that. He's beaten to shit. There's just
Just
scars
scars.
and burns everywhere.
You do
Oh.
know about the roughed up effect, right?
Yeah, and this is Lara.
Like to women,
Like Lara's
to
weird.
women, Sterling is attractive. In the sense, you think of it like Henry Cavill as Superman, and Henry Cavill as Geralt.
Witcher.
Witcher.
Both are
I think more.
dreamy.
One of them was like, "I'll have your daughter home by 10, sir." The other one is, "I'll get her home when I'm good and ready."
Yeah, but
You know
the
what
one
I
that
mean?
brings
Like-
her home at 10
Wow.
also accidentally broke her in two.
Killed her with his.
Gave her a hug good night.
Oh,
and
that's what
I
happens
killed
when
her.
you rush.
Sorry. My bad.
Hey,
Lara
Alright,
is very weird. I mean, come on.
I got it. All of us have our things. I mean,
I mean, scars, burns, and potential dark secrets just make a man more interesting, Commander, if I may say so.
I just think you're a top bloke.
How many people could hit on Sterling in one go?
Sterling's Angels.
Ah,
This becomes a harem anime.
Everyone rolls persuasion.
I used to
Oh, God.
I used to be a
Not
bard,
Taylor,
but
that'd be
now I'm a
weird.
magicianess for the Sterling Detective Agency.
Yeah. Oh, well, I could do a detect magic and such on you. I'm not sure what we could hope to find, but I can think on it.
I
How
thought
about
about it, but
some...
before we do that, I'm gonna need you to hand over all your magic shit. Otherwise, it's just gonna throw it way off.
Yes, that's a good point. And I can also conjure up some, tea and biscuits for the ride. After all this terrible excitement.
That would be lovely.
Kaylin,
So you're wanting me to
Kaylin,
take all clothes off? Is this what you're saying?
Yes.
your magical stuff.
Also, just quickly, while nobody's while we're all chilling, I'm probably gonna cast wounds on myself at first level 4 times.
Cause wounds? What?
Sorry, cure wounds.
You know what? How about we do? How about this? We can do the investigation when we get to town. In the wilderness, I'm not really comfortable taking all my gear off, just an off chance that arsehole comes back again.
Quite right. Also, it's very cold out here.
Kaylin, who was reaching for
shrinkage is a thing.
Sterling's bag. Kaylin, who was reaching for Sterling's bag, like to hold it for him, looked really disappointed suddenly. Like, no.
So 48 plus 12. Wow,
Dear God.
that's depressing.
Everybody back in the bus.
Fuck it, it put me back at 76 out of 85 anyway.
How is it the Echo's back in the bus before everybody else is?
Because I was too busy wasting charges from my Staff of Healing. Also,
That's trippy. Alright.
my light stopped moving with me.
I
so
would
can't
like to
see
take
the bus.
a short rest. And I'm just gonna
Yeah.
chill in the back of the wagon.
So will the Echo. I'm
I
not.
did not
just
enjoy
missing
climbing the tree.
I sort of get around a corner, open up my chest, and pull out, some tea biscuits.
Why are you keeping it there?
Hmm?
Like, we can get you a bag.
Oh no, it's quite all right. I keep all sorts of useful things in here. She pulls out like a fruitcake.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nice. So look, as the procession starts up again, everything kind of waylaid and everything comes back to that quiet, howling wind. There's nothing that really kind of catches the senses. There's no more movement. There's no anything. There seems to be a massive kind of lack of natural fauna within this area, getting this close to Icewind Dale. So looking forward, there's probably another 2 hours of travel to move ahead. And as everyone starts moving and the axe beaks kind of pick up the pace, the crunch of snow underfoot begins echoing through the pass. And the whistle of the wind in your ears and the bite of the cold on your faces. But rather uneventful 2 hours passes. Before you is the threshold into Icewind Dale, but is held behind a veil of night. The dark shifts and pools like a vertical pool of oil on water, stretching right up into the night sky. How would you guys like to proceed at this point?
We've come this far.
Yeah, well, there's no real choice. We continue.
Yeah, we probably don't want to stop here. How are we doing for spell
Sorry,
slots?
so hold on. Can you explain again? What actually are we seeing again? Can you just repeat that?
Absolutely. So what you're seeing is the threshold to go into Icewind Dale, and it's behind a veil of night. You can see that it's like a vertical pool of oil on water. It seems to kind of shift and move, but intangible at the same time. Oh, also, who's at the helm for the for piloting or moving the axe beaks?
I am.
Excellent.
Sterling is.
Can you give me a quick animal handling roll, DC 12?
Do you mind if I use land vehicles instead?
I'll go for it.
Since I am up here helping.
Fuck, another one. It's a 1. I'm near you, right?
Yeah, you are. You get to reroll.
19.
Okay,
Jesus.
19 will do it. That beats 12. That beats 12. So look, the axe beaks are really hesitant to move forward, but with a little bit of extended gentle conjuring, they move forward. So as they slip through one by one, kind of instantly, they're right there. You can feel them pulling on the caravan, but as they pass through, gone. The next two gone. The next two gone until the rest of the caravan comes on through as well. So passing through the veil, all is dark. You can feel the ferocity of the northern wind increase and begins to squall, and the eternal night is pitch black. Those with dark vision can definitely see the flurry of windswept snow in front, but those without, visibility is difficult. You can see that the path ahead is becoming harder to make out. And with a sense of foreboding, the party continues on.
Magicianess, do you mind casting light on my bulb periodically, just to make sure one's got light on it all the time?
Oh, absolutely. I do that. Give him light.
Alright. We continue along the... Well, I'm assuming we can see the road, so we will continue on the road.
Yeah, it's hard to make. It is becoming increasingly hard to make out the road, but for now you can see. For now you can definitely see.
Talking to the dwarves, I assume who've been this way before. I assume at least once or twice. How are we? Should we be taking shelter at the place that we find along the way, or do you think we'll make it into how long are we from the next settlement?
Ooh, I'm gonna get into roll. Ooh. All right, so Darlan, one of the two dwarves, kind of sticks his head out and starts looking around. He's like, "Oh shit! Looks like bad weather. This is not nice. It looks like things are just getting worse. Excellent. Look, Brinshander's not too much further forward, but look, if it picks up any, then we probably want to try take some shelter. Can turn pretty nasty pretty quick out here, but I don't know. I'd prefer to get behind closed doors rather than stay out here."
Look, I guess we'll keep going, but even if it hasn't picked up, if we find a natural sheltering area that we can shelter us, we'll just take it anyway. We'll just take, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather take a bit longer to get there and actually, hit some shelter than risk it all on the off chance that we, maybe make it there.
Yeah, let's
What
move.
I'm saying is we'll play it safe to begin with.
I'm going to move you guys over to the actual Icewind Dale map. This will be better. You've arrived.
Sweet.
Zoomies.
Alright, that'll... So I've just popped a little token where the party is, where they're coming through. Oh, actually, at this point, you guys would be about...
Huh?
How do you pronounce the name of that glacier?
Oh, which one?
Is there more than one?
Ping it for me so I can see it.
This is Icewind Dale. It's coming.
Top right.
Top right. Oh,
Yeah.
Reghead.
And it's Reggae? No,
Yeah.
Reggae.
Reggae.
Say it's
Reggae
French.
Glacier, man.
It's a type of tribe, isn't it?
It is a type of tribe, yeah. Oh, very good.
What's the
Alright.
weird thing on the map?
Oh, the weird thing? Oh, that's you.
This
No,
is
sorry,
me.
that's the party. That's where you guys are currently. So you're coming down the 10 trail, and you've passed into Icewind Dale. You've made it through the pass, and now are trekking towards the first stop, which is Brinshander. So there's still a little bit of distance to cover. A little bit.
We have to stop and let Weiss catch up to us.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, but we're going at caravan speed. I'm assuming Weiss is going at
She's going
axe
full-
bag speed.
Full chocobo speed.
The magicianess pouts. Well, that's true, but I just feel safer if she was here. Not that we can't take care of ourselves, but
Well, if there's a spot that we can rest up, or like if there's a naturally occurring place to stop, like we'll stop. Like I said, the next place that we can stop, we'll stop.
Oh, there's a hole here that belongs to Dugan. Like we could go check out Dugan's hole.
I have a feeling that it takes a
What?
while to get the distances are not as small as you think they are, and the going is a lot heavier than you think it is.
It is a bit chunky. It is a bit chunky.
Like I don't think you can go to Dugan. It's not like we can go cross country along 10 trails at Dugan's Hole. I think you almost have to go to Bryn Shander, then the East Way, then back to Goodmead, then to Dugan's Hole. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're trying to climb over like glaciers and mountains and valleys and other bullshit.
We'll give Weiss plenty of time to catch up.
Well, the last thing we told Weiss was that we were heading to Bryn Shander, so he knows where we're going.
That she does.
I feel like we should just head there so it's a safe bet. Because even though I barely know her, we shouldn't leave anyone behind. Too drastically.
Agreed.
Well,
So
harmony means family. Family means no one is left behind.
Or forgotten.
or eaten.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do not ruin the Disney quote, man.
Look, if you're hungry and you have to eat me, I'd let you do that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, given what we've seen of you, I don't think there's much meat on the bones to sustain us. It's all just muscle, tough muscle.
Plenty of protein.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then he does his calisthenics. He gets like the dumbbells out and starts.
We'd have to slow cook you. We'd have to boil you for ages just to be able to eat you.
Oh, God, I offer myself.
We
up
could
to
make a
be
nice
eaten
stew.
offer myself up to be eaten, and now you're a culinary critic. I tell you.
Well, I have plenty of rations, so I won't be eating you anytime soon.
Well, we did buy 60 things of rations, so we should be okay. Anyway,
I have kind of my bag.
like I
That was
said, we
like
can.
10 apiece. I have 60 by myself.
the magicianess scoffs and pulls out a tin of hot soup from her chest. Rations? Nonsense!
I love
I
your
can
chest.
I mean, it is a lovely one, isn't it?
There's no I in team, Lara. But there is a me. Wait, that doesn't work.
Hush, you butcher. So, we are progressing through to Brine Shander.
Brine Shander, yes.
Bryn Shander, drunkie.
Bryn Shander.
Now that you guys have crossed over, hey, I've got some box text finally for the first time. So,
I was gonna say I could have just cast create food.
Icewind Dale has become trapped in perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world that you've just started passing, or you've just about passed through, exceedingly treacherous. And this land hasn't felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. So most Dale residents blame Oral, the Frost Maiden, the god of winter's wrath, for this. There's a shimmering aura that weaves across the sky each night that's said to be her doing, or a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. The Dale folk, which the people that live within 10 towns are commonly known as, they live in a scattering of settlements that are across these 10 towns, literally. And there's been a massive drop-off in the number of caravans coming from the south, and travel between the settlements in this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling very isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frost Maiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, there seems to be no respite from winter's fury. For adventurers such as yourselves, 10 Towns is a place to test your mettle, and the spirit of heroes who have come before, and see if you can leave your mark on this not so welcoming land. So yay, first box text, hooray. So, where you're traveling at the moment, there is a good amount of kind of forest, trees. Again, you don't see a heck of a lot in regards to what's going on in regards to the wildlife here. Things seem to be pretty scant, but as you're looking at the tree line, you do notice that there has been probably a fair amount of logging that's happened in this area. As you're making your way kind of further towards what's known as the Red Run, which is a frozen over river system that's kind of coming up very quickly. Let's do a quick roll for this. Okay, good stuff. So looking, actually, I'll get someone to make me a survival roll. I'm not sure who would have the highest one. Usually it's Weiss, and being her neighborhood, she's usually pretty good at these. But who's our next best thing?
It's me and Laura both have the same, and then I think we helped each other last time and then got a guidance as well.
Yeah, I'll use guidance for that.
Yep, you want to go this time, Sterling?
Sure, let's do it. Oh, advantage.
Advantage.
There we go.
Yeah.
17's not bad.
Plus.
So 19.
Yeah, 19's not bad. So looking for any natural coverage. Look, there are woods that are kind of nearby. They're large pine trees. You can hear that distinctive whistle of high winds going through pine needles. A little bit eerie at the best of times. But there's nowhere that looks like a cave or a cavern or somewhere that you could hunker down for any myriad of time. But you do have trees at your disposal if you wanted to try something to create a shelter. You do note that the weather is starting to get worse. Moving ahead is becoming hard for the mounts. You can see that their bodies are starting to lead hard into the wind, and there are squalls that are kind of whipping and heightening and pushing with increasing strength. I'm going to roll.
I think. Yeah, we're gonna stop it near some like a bank of trees. If we can find a few that are close together, we'll do our best to set up some shelters. Because I don't think there's any point in trying to push through into the blizzard.
These guys are pretty strong. Oh, where did everyone go? I can hear.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure. It sounded like it went dead like it did before, so I didn't know if anybody could hear what I was saying.
I'm just listening intently.
Same.
Alright, so as the weather begins to worsen, visibility beginning to kind of disappear, you do note that some of the mounts, most of them are keeping their footing. Every once in a while one will stumble and kind of maybe fall to one leg, but it's quick to get itself back into play. So as these squalls begin to heighten and become more and more prone, you can see that the snow begins to thicken and begins to lash any of the bare skin that's poking out of your cold weather gear. Not doing any damage, but it's starting to sting. The cold really starting to take hold. Visibility for all intensive purposes has been halved due to snowfall, even if you do have dark vision. But it's around about now that the beginnings of a blizzard begins to set in. So if you guys are making some shelter, it's gonna happen fast. So let's go
Didn't
with
someone have Lehman's tiny hut?
That's not gonna help with the axe beaks and all the equipment. Yeah, like
It will fit us, but not the dwarves.
yeah. I guess we can look. We can use a Lehman's tiny hut to do some stuff. We can definitely use that to help make a like a break up a. Can anybody actually cast it? Because there's no point in talking about it if we can't cast it.
Yes, I have it.
So we can use a portion of a Lehman's tiny hut to create a barrier. face it out. Face it so it faces toward, out. The arse end of it faces the outside, away from the trees.
That's it. Yeah. How do you guys want to put this together? You've got the trees nearby, so you've got a bit of a natural break, but the blizzard's still coming through thick and fast.
I can control the temperature and climate inside my bubble, but I can't do anything outside it, and I can only fit about 9 or so people in here.
Oh yeah. What I'm saying is we're going to use the Lehman's tiny hut as part of a shelter, if that makes any sense. It's not the full package.
Gotcha. Oh, as a windbreak and as a barrier. Alright.
People can still go inside and stay warm.
Yes.
Even
So
rotate.
Magicianess will stand where basically where Sterling tells her to stand, and she'll make her dome. It's like this 20-foot wide hemispheric bubble of like red light. You get this like queer sensation of a sort of distorted landscape through it, but that fades and it just becomes more like just a bubble.
So we'll create the bubble, the bubble facing, so that the front of it is facing inwards towards where we're sheltering like whatever fire we're having. We use the caravan to create one edge of a break. Bring the axe beaks in between the caravan and the tiny bubble. If that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
And then use whatever we can, even if we have to use the Ramore's corpses to like create barriers.
A tent.
And then we'll put whatever canvas we can up. We'll just do whatever we need to do.
Awesome. Give me another survival roll with advantage. Team effort.
If anybody's got any other ideas, let me know. I'm just throwing shit out there.
Just
Yeah,
with
sounds good to me.
with the hastiness of everything that's kicking in, it's going to be DC 16. So let's see how well it all comes together. Oh yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. Excellent. So you're able to very hastily get this all together. The Magicianess doing her part, bringing the bubble up and kind of making her way in. The two dwarves, being of less hardy, not so much hardy stock, they're just not as adventurous. Are quick to kind of scurry in and take up position next to the Magicianess. But bringing the caravan around and using that to take the brunt of, or try and take some of the brunt out of the wind that's coming in. Managing to put it all together is flawless. With the 20, that's fantastic. The axe beaks have got enough to keep them at bay from the overly cold. They're hardy in this situation anyway, but well looked after, which is nice, which is very nice. But are you guys going to try light a fire as well to try and keep those that are outside the bubble warm?
I guess, is it a safe thing to do? Like can we safely light a fire? I guess the question is.
Just be very actually at this point I would say it'd be near impossible unless it's something magical. Just trying to light a fire in the middle of a blizzard, even with a little bit of cover, is difficult.
Does anybody have break bonfire at all?
I don't.
No.
Well, not in my cleric spells. Hold on.
Anyone what? Sorry?
I have an alarm.
Yeah. Does anybody have the cantrip create bonfire or produce flame?
No, I can only light fires with prestidigitation.
So, if we get some hot coals, at the very least, hot coals would stay warm. I don't know. Looks like we don't have any magical lighting fire effects.
All right.
I've got dancing lights, but that's it.
Yeah, no.
They're not fiery.
Yeah, no.
And I'm kind of using my sorcerer.
We don't have that sort of, yeah.
Alright. That's alright. It's not the.
I have a tinderbox though.
Sorry, say again?
I have a tinderbox.
I think I think what we're suggesting is we need something magical to light the fire, if that makes sense.
A fireball has kept many a man warm for his entire life.
That'll solve it.
How about this? We get everybody outside of the what's it, the Lehman tiny hut. We put a whole bunch of kindling inside, fireball it to inside, and then take the kindling out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's extreme.
I'd say with
I mean,
the combined
I
teamwork,
could.
you guys have got more than enough to kind of rotate people in and out to make sure that they don't get too cold. The axe beaks have got enough of a windbreak to make sure that they're not going to succumb to the elements or anything like that.
Maybe we can rotate axe beaks in through as well. I don't know.
Just get them to stick their head in.
Oh, cute. Yeah, she'll just be in there with a perpetual tea party going on. Like the new person that comes in is like, oh, welcome, whoa, warm up your hands with this mug of tea.
Nice. All right. So as it all comes together, it's well handled. It's very well handled. Lever's tiny hut is going to come in very, very handy here. All right. Let's see how many hours this thing's going to last for. 26. It only hangs around for a good 2 hours. So the preparation is there. And look, it's a little bit daunting coming up against the blizzard that just comes and goes at a whim. But this one doesn't stick around for a long time. After the second hour goes past, wind dies down. Things calm down a little bit. Visibility comes back to full scale for dark vision. And anyone that's toting a light gets that if they want to try and kind of keep some magical lighting in play as well. So as we're coming closer to the end of the session today, it's not far until you get to Bryn Shander. You've made it into Icewind Dale, which is nice. This is good. This is very good. But Bryn Shander is probably, at this rate, maybe another day's worth of travel to get there. But Bryn Shander is the main establishment, was the main town or city within Icewind Dale, so it's a good place to pop into. It's going to be a good stop for the first spot. All right.
So call it a day then.
I think call it a day.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Didn't you just wake up?
I had a 20-minute nap, right?
Oh.
Well, it's late for me, and no, I haven't had a lot of sleep. So I'm going to.
I actually got to admit, I looked in the mirror today and went, "Oh my god, it's a raccoon." Oh.